The Harry Potter cast. 10 years, 8 movies, a generation raised inside one story. But when the cameras stopped rolling, some of these kids nearly lost themselves completely. This is what fame really cost the cast of Harry Potter. 1. Daniel Radcliffe. Daniel Radcliffe was 10 years old when he became the most famous wizard on Earth. But behind the round glasses and the lightning scar was a kid drowning. By his late teens, Radcliffe was drinking heavily, showing up to set hungover, terrified he'd become just another cautionary tale. He got sober quietly in his early 20s, with no big public confession. Today, he's one of the rare former child stars who successfully broke away from a single role, proof that reinvention was possible, even after Harry Potter defined half his life. 2. Emma Watson. Emma Watson spent her entire adolescence being watched, literally. Cast as Hermione at 9, she grew up analyzed for every haircut, every red carpet look, every awkward interview answer. She's spoken about the disorientation of turning 18 and inheriting a level of scrutiny most adults never face, let alone teenagers. Rather than chasing more franchise fame, Watson stepped back. University, activism, deliberately spacing out her film choices. Her struggle wasn't addiction or scandal. It was learning how to become a person the world hadn't already written for her. 3. Rupert Grint. Rupert Grint almost didn't audition at all. His mom sent the tape in without much hope. Then Ron Weasley made him famous, before he'd even figured out who he was outside the role. Unlike his co-stars, Grint stepped almost entirely out of the spotlight once the franchise ended, turning down high-profile projects and living quietly for years. He said the fame itself never sat comfortably with him, that walking away wasn't failure, it was survival. 4. Tom Felton. Tom Felton played the villain everyone loved to hate, then spent a decade fighting to be seen as anything else. Typecast as Draco Malfoy, Felton struggled to land roles after the series ended, and later opened up publicly about his battle with alcohol addiction, including a widely reported medical scare at a celebrity golf event in 2022. His comeback came through raw honesty, returning to the stage as an adult and speaking candidly about recovery instead of hiding it. 5. Alan Rickman. Alan Rickman gave Severus Snape a devastating depth few fans expected, and he did it while privately battling cancer for years, a diagnosis he kept almost entirely secret, even from many colleagues. He passed away in 2016, and only then did the world learn how long he'd been fighting. His performance is now remembered not just as brilliant acting, but as a man pouring everything he had left into one final, towering role. 6. Robbie Coltrane. Robbie Coltrane brought Hagrid to life with warmth that felt real because it was. But off-screen, he battled serious health struggles for years, including diabetes and arthritis, that made the physically demanding role increasingly difficult as the films went on. He never let fans see the toll it took. When he passed away in 2022, tributes poured in not just for a performance, but for a man who quietly pushed through pain to give millions of kids their favorite giant. 8 movies, 1 shared story, but 6 completely different battles behind the scenes. Addiction, scrutiny, typecasting, and illness hidden from the world. That's the real magic of Harry Potter. Not the wands, but the humans who lived through it. Which cast member's story hit you hardest? Drop it in the comments, and subscribe to Pain and Fame, because behind every famous face is a story worth telling.